In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what happens when you stop paying for ads and how you can build a system that helped us generate over 16 leads that would have cost us anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000 to generate. And we built out this single page website for less than $100 to generate 16 leads that would have cost us anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000. So if you stick with me in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what happens when you stop paying for ads. The wake-up call most business owners ignore right now. What would happen if your business turn off your ads tomorrow? If you turn off those Google, Facebook, or whatever you send money to every month, would your phone still ring? For most local business owners, the answer is no, and that's a scary place to be. Think about it. You're renting your customers. Every single lead costs you money. Every click, every call, every contact form, you pay for it. And the second you stop paying, the lead stops coming. Your phone goes silent. That is not a business. That is a subscription to stress. I get it. Ads work. They bring leads fast. And here's the problem. You never own the traffic. You are always one budget cut away from zero customers, one price increase away from unprofitable margins, one algorithm change away from the cost per lead doubling overnight. I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you build a different system. One where you own your lead source instead of renting them. And I'm going to walk you through this case study because it's something we've tested and we've seen it works. And I'm going to give you the step-by-step process. We went in building out this exact system for ourselves and how you can also do it for whatever service business it is you render if you're watching this video right now. The real cost of paid ads that nobody really talks about. Most local business owners spend between $1,500 to $3,000 per month on ads. Let me be conservative and say $2,000 per month. That's $24,000 per year, every single year, forever. Now, let me ask you this. What do you own after spending that money? Nothing. The second you stop paying, you own zero leads, zero traffic, zero anything. But it gets worse because your competitors are also running ads. So Google and Facebook keep raising prices. Your cost per click goes up, your cost per lead goes up, and pretty soon you're paying more for the same result, or worse, paying more and getting way less. Here's what nobody tells you. Most of those leads are not even good. You get tire kickers, people who are just shopping around, folks who fill out your form and then goes to you, or they call 3 other businesses and pick whoever is cheapest. You are paying for leads that will never buy from you. So I'm going to show you a simple one-page website that got us 16 customers without spending a dime on ads and how you can replicate the system for your business. So basically, when people search for your business online, assuming you own a website already and for some reason you're not generating free leads from owning those, for some reason you're not generating any lead from owning this website all this while. But I can tell you that there's actually a way you get to generate more leads using your website that you already own. You just need to implement a few modifications and you get it ranking on the very first page of Google for that core service. And I'm going to show you exactly how to dominate your local area if you serve multiple cities, how you can totally dominate all of this and get anywhere between 35 to 50 leads coming in every single month. So a lot of persons are looking for your services online. Once they go online, the very first thing they do is go on Google, most likely because it's the most powerful of all the search engines. There's Google, there's Bing, but we're going to stick to Google for this case study. So people basically enter your service right on the Google search. And the very first slot that comes up is the sponsored section. Google just made a review and it changed exactly how the results has been appeared. So they're basically selling out the ad slot such that businesses who pay a premium get shown first. Then you now have the local map section. This is the 3 businesses that Google deems worthy to rank here. Then you now have this section here, also known as the organic maps, organic section way below the map packs. So it's also known as the blue link. So this is exactly where we want your website to rank. Mind you, if your business is ranking right here, you're getting definitely most of the calls, and that is the sweet spot most businesses want to rank. But if you're not ranking here, you can also rank here for multiple queries. You will not get as much leads, but you'll still get quality leads that come, people who are ready to buy right now coming to your business. So this is exactly where we are going to be struggling to rank your website for. In our case study, this is our website ranking on position number 1 for this keyword Gutter installer in this specific zip code. I'm going to walk you through exactly what makes this website so valuable that Google is able to rank them on the position number 1 for that specific query and other queries I'm going to show you in this video. So the very first thing we did, the very first step, is get an exact match domain. It all begins with the domain naming. So as a guest, your generic kind of website, maybe your name or the name of your children, that's something you use as your domain name. It's fine if that's already what you have. So, but pay attention to exactly what I'm going to teach you right here. So if you're expanding to more locations, you want to get an exact match domain because Google trusts the exact match domains. They kind of give it that local relevance. They give it that local boost. For some reasons, it just works. So an exact match domain is basically you, including the core service you render, plus the city in the domain name. And this is an example. So you can add a pre-modifier or a pro modifier also. But you want to ensure that the core service you rent at Gutters plus the city McKinney, it's relevant in the domain, and you have something like this as a domain name, and you get this for basically $15. So that's how we're able to get this domain for just $15. Then the second step is also include the core service plus city in the title tag. So take the title tag like the title of a novel. The very first title that you see at the back page of the novel is exactly tells you what to expect in the book. So that's exactly how we want to position our website so Google is able to understand what we are doing. Then the third step is for you to also include the core service plus related service plus the city in the headline tag of the home page. So this is the heading 1, which is the main heading of the website. So take it like as if it's the first chapter of the page. So the chapter title is basically this. So in the very first paragraph, immediately after the headline, you also want to include the core service plus the city and maybe related services to give Google more context about what the page is all about. Then the next section is our service section. This is where you want to list out all of the related services you render. In our case, it's replacement, repair, cleaning, and you talk a brief about each of them. Then the next section is why they should choose us section. This is a section you want to talk about how long you've been in business, how well do you do your jobs, what are your customer services like, what is your process, if you're licensed, if you're insured, if you offer financing. This is a section you want to include all of those things. The second and last thing we did is a frequently asked section. You want to answer as many queries people who are looking for your services are asking online, and you can get a basic idea of what they're asking from the people also ask section. So if you type whatever service it is you're offering in Google, you'll see a section they call people also ask. So people who are entering the service are also asking these questions in Google. So you want to answer as many of these queries on your website. But in answering them, you want to ensure that it is local to the area that you're targeting. In our case, McKinney. So you don't want to have a generic question like how much the gutters cost on average in Texas. Texas is a broad category, so you want to make it local to our area. So we'd ask the questions in this format: how much the gutters cost on average in McKinney, Texas? What is the best gutter company in McKinney, Texas? That's exactly how you want to frame the questions and answer them on your page. And the last thing we also included is the zip code that we target, the zip code of the city that we're targeting. Hence, we're able to show up for position number 1 for this specific query and the zip code that you're targeting right here. This is the zip code. That's why it's appearing right here, because we have it included on the page that we are looking to rank. So basically, that's all we did for the home page on content and got it ranked to generating 16 leads. So in order to get Google to trust us even more, we were able to send signals to Google to establish this trust. And how did we do this? Is by listing our website in directories, local directories, or local chamber of commerce. So in our case, we just built local directories. We listed our websites right there, and the links point back to us and basically got them indexed, and Google saw us as being relevant. We have a list of over 400 directories right here. I'm going to drop a link in the description below, so where you can go over and just fill out all of these forms, register them, verify them, and you get listed automatically. Or you could basically hire the services of this guy to do it if this that's stressful, because it's really stressful. It's going to take you almost a week to complete the entire system. So, but you can basically hire out this guy and you get delivered within 7 days for just $75. I said we spent less than $100 on this website to generate this number of leads. And basically, it was for this citation that cost $75 and the domain name that cost $15. That's $90. That's exactly what we spent to generate this number of leads that would have cost us anywhere between $1,500 to $3,000. So this is basically what you expect to do for your own business, and you can get this ranking. There are a lot of things within this website that you could also do with yours that you can implement, and you definitely going to get more rankings and even get more leads. The first off is the phone number. You notice we didn't report any calls that came through this website. We didn't have an active phone number on this website, hence we didn't have something to report. So in our case, you could also have a dedicated phone number that you can track, because most people who are looking for services online are looking to get them instant. They don't want to fill out a form that will reach back to them maybe in 48 or 72 hours. They need an instant reply right now. So they are definitely going to call the business owner or anybody in charge right there today. Then another thing we could have done is have a standalone dedicated page for each of these related services that we offer. Like gutter repair, we have its own page. Gutter cleaning, we have its own page also. So basically, that's something we could have done, and we could have given Google more context about what our website is about and the kind of services we provide. We could have also added nearby locations that we service anywhere between 10 to 15 mile radius or 5 to 20 minutes driving distance. We have added all of Prosper, Roland, New Hope, Larry Crossing, Fairview, Allen, Lucas. All of these areas, we could have added them such that we generate more leads coming from all of these areas and therefore ramp up the number of leads and thus more revenue for the business. And basically, that's all we could have done with this website. Then another thing we could have done to get our website rank way higher for multiple queries is get more links pointed to the home page. The very cheapest way to do this is by issuing out a press release. A press release basically is a newsworthy article that tells Google exactly what your business is about, or it informs the public about a new offering or something relevant about your business. So we'll leverage that because it guarantees you 450 websites mentioning your business and also linking back to it. That's why we are going by the press release. The press release is basically very cheap and it's very reliable. Google trusts it. It's the foundational links, so it helps a lot. And if you want to still get things way up, you could get very high quality links that cost anywhere between $70 to $100. And I recommend using the service of my local SEO mentor, Jackie Show. He offers niche edit and local guest posts for anywhere between $74 to $90 for guest post and $90 to $95 for niche edit. And if you're able to do all of this, you definitely nail everything that has to do with generating clients completely free from Google, and you don't have to pay a single dime any longer. So basically, I've walked you through the case study that we did and how you can generate as many leads as possible. So we compiled how much it would cost you to do it today, including the press release and the local citations and all of the hosting and domain and everything. It costs $224 for each of the sites if you want to do it. So $224 gets you started the exact replica of what we did. So the domains cost $15, hosting $24, citations $75, press release $70, indexation of those links $20, and content creation $20 for ChatGPT subscription. If you add it all up, you get $224 in total. Compare that to spending $2,000 per year on ads. Now, my case study even cost less because I use a free version of ChatGPT and also spend money on just domain and citations. But even at the $220, you're talking about 1 month of ad spend to build something you own forever. So here's the best part. Those 16 leads, they keep coming month after month because once you rank, you stay there. You don't have to keep paying for leads every month. So why Google rewards local websites? You might be wondering why a simple one-page website can beat out Yelp and Angie's, like as we've seen from the screenshot right here. We're beating Yelp, we're beating NG's list, we are updating MapQuest, today's homeowner, for this specific keyword got a contractor in this zip code. So because Google favors an exact match domain and the home page targeting. So when someone searches for Gota installation making, Google sees the domain and thinks this site is exactly what this person is looking for. So big directories like Yelp have one domain, Yelp.com. They rank your inner pages for every other cities worldwide. So you that is ranking your own page for that specific service, Google tends to favor you if you do the things the right way. And I said I was going to show you exactly how to dominate your local area anywhere between 5 to 20-mile radius. Since we've established that Google trusts the home page or the exact match domain system, we want to build out each of these exact match domain for individual cities that you target, such that you are able to have a full-blown micro niche website or multi microsite system that helps you dominate your cities entirely. So having each of these websites for each of the cities. So imagine having 10 of these. In fact, anywhere between 20 to 50 leads per month. So at 2 leads per website, 2 to 5 leads per website per month. That is a lot. So that could basically reduce the amount of money you spend on ads in a single month. So what happens after month 4? Let me paint the picture. Each microsite, once fully ranked, brings in anywhere between 2 to 5 leads per month. And if you build all of these sites, you get anywhere between 35 to 50 leads every single month. So this is exactly what we can do. If you've watched so far in this video, and if you have questions, leave them in the comment section. If you watched so far, here's how we can help. You can go on spending ads. And mind you, I'm not saying ads is bad. If they're working for you, keep them going. But you want to channel a small portion of the profit you make into building this long-term system so that you're able to save as much money on the ad side of things, or even reduce the spend to maybe 20 or 35% of what you're currently spending. So if you work with us, we'll build out this entire system for you. We'll help you optimize your Google business profile if you have one. And if you don't, we're going to walk you through step by step on exactly how to get one set up. We'll set up a review reputation system also for you. We set up a missed call text back, AI chat widgets that book calling for you on autopilot, and we stay on top of Google updates and implement ethical strategies that will help you rank lifetime. So for your next session, you can stop paying for ads, or you could basically book a call with us and let's see how competitive your market is and see how we can help you. So whilst we are offering this free trial for Google Business Optimization, you only pay when you see results. The same resources we use in ranking the website can also benefit the Google Business Profile. So if you enjoyed this video up to this time, please subscribe. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll see you in the next video.